Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Cryora coming back with an episode on Starcraft 2 Hardcore SC2HC. This time, a video on the Protoss. You can play this mod yourself by going to Starcraft 2 Arcade and searching SC2 HZ. All credits go to the creator Turtling and anyone else that made it possible. I mean, look at all this carnage. Look at all this destruction. When I play the Protoss, I like to think that I am in the Dune universe, and the units that I'm controlling are the Fremen. They fight with melee weapons and they charge in massive groups against enemies that, well, in this case, shoots you from a distance. When defending, I like to put gateways in front of what are these called? Prismatic cannons. Prismatic cannons are a different building that isn't in the base StarCraft game, but as the name suggests, it's probably a turret version of what is mounted on those void rays. Now, this is not the only way to play the Protoss, but this is how I often play because I don't really like to upgrade to vehicles. I just don't think they are as effective as Terran vehicles. Not unless you buy the really big ones like the Lancer, I think that's what it's called, or the Colossus. And in this game, there are nuclear weapons launched by Terrans, and you'll see soon enough the destruction.
Your allies' base is besieged. My light for ire. Base is under attack.
And it just wipes out an entire grid.
Nuclear launch detected. Embrace the glory of battle. Your allies' base
There comes another one.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. We embrace.
Now, where is this one going to hit?
Upgrade complete.
Okay, my base just got wiped out. Did you see that? I mean, I'm pretty sure you saw that. That is unbelievable. But I mean, a player did leave, and that was the end of that game. Here's a new game where things are going well for us. I have set up a Hyadron's monolith, and it is way more long range than in the base game. It shoots halfway across the map.
allies are in battle.
Now the Protoss has what's called a Pylon network. The pylons transfer energy from a forge to buildings that need it. So you can just build one forge and then connect it with a bunch of pylons, and that will power your turrets. Or you can build a forge near the turrets and that would accomplish the same thing, but forges are rather expensive. So a pylon network can be an economical way to power your grid. It is your grid. And pylons will transfer energy so long as the power field from different pylons overlap. Yeah, now that was a Colossus getting hit by a bunch of scourges. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of War of the Worlds, where the birds are pecking at those alien walkers.
Just your allies are in battle. Ulans are done.
So this is yet another game. Now I'm playing as the Tal'Darim, and I'm basically massing these Aqueras, which are like archers that shoot really far. Yep, you can't do much against those Reavers. You can run from them, you can tell your units to scatter, but those things shoot far. I mean, your defensive buildings could shoot them down. But here I'm trying to push forward. Now I see those things flying around, those are interceptors. Those are sent from a carrier that's at the center of the map.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
The Zerg just keeps on charging.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your base is under assault. Your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies' base is besieged.
So, I'm gonna attempt what I would call a pro gamer move. That was a joke because this was a terrible decision, sending my Aquera to try and take out the Reaver, because as you can see they're getting decimated, and by the time they get there they aren't even doing much damage to the Reaver. Like no damage.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
So here is the carrier making its way toward the enemy base, and those interceptors are making their rounds.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies have entered combat without you.
Yours to command. Orders. Orders.
I don't think I have any footage showing the actual carry itself, unfortunately. So here I'm using Arbalists. You make them one by one from the gateway, and they have very long range weapons, but they're very slow firing, so in order for them to be effective you need to make a lot of them. Isn't this cool? This is like Star Wars.
Your allies' base is besieged.
This is like the invasion of Naboo. Like the buildings, they have a similar aesthetic.
Yours to command. It will be done.
Those scouts are overpowered. I mean, how can you just fly a fighter jet and just decimate everything? That doesn't make sense. Well, that seems to be the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if I will make one on Zerg. I mean, in my opinion, the Zerg can be fun, but not as fun as Terran or Protoss.